Hello, everybody, and welcome to Back and Forth. I'm your host, Gecko Man, and sitting beside me is our co-host, Rogue Gambit, the man who knows there is nothing wrong with the little order around here.
You're wrong. Being a hero is doing what is hard, and there's more of us than you think. All right. Well, I think we all know what that means.
Yeah.
It's time to talk our expectations for the Miss Marvel TV show.
Yep.
First episode's coming out today.
My expectation is, I honestly want to believe there will be good costume design, but at the same time, I don't think the acting will be good.
Yeah. I mean, we'll make this short and sweet.
Yeah. Short and sweet. That's how we like it.
I think that it's not going to be my cup of tea. I don't think it's necessarily... Okay, I think there'll be a lot of good elements to it. Based on the trailers and stuff, I think some of, like I said, when the first trailer came out, I think there'll be some very interesting style of storytelling with going inside of her head, maybe a little fourth wall break type stuff. So that could be interesting. I think they to make that be good, though, they really need to lean into that, which I doubt they'll do. I think they'll try to make it more to tell a more serious story, which I think is where they're probably going to fall short of telling that story, but not lean into the quirky side of it enough to be a comedy. So, and then based on what I can see, the story is just going to be generic, boring, not highlight the right parts. So, I'm definitely not expecting much, but I'm not hopeful. I really want it to be good, though.
Yeah. Didn't you say that this whole thing is going to be taking time of her being a superhero will be her being a superhero at night, kind of like a secretive that we haven't really seen before?
She's a high school student. Okay. So, yeah, there is that part, which once again, if they keep it small, contained, I think, but based on a couple of lines from the trailer, I don't think that's totally going to be the case. I do definitely wonder, I don't know what time period this is set in. We know it Captain Marvel has to be a thing.
Yeah.
On Earth, so in my eyes that means it has to be after Endgame. So this could be our first after Endgame thing that starts affecting the MCU more, right?
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
No, what I'm saying is so far everything's taken place basically at the exact same time.
Yeah.
I mean, Multiverse of Madness, Spider-Man Homecoming just take place right next to each other. Thor Love and Thunder is going to take place at the same time. Wakanda Forever is going to take place at the same time. Ant-Man Quantumania is going to take place at the same time. So I'm not sure if this is going to be before those, but after Endgame, or after those.
Okay.
I'm guessing before, but yeah.
All right.
The other thing I'll say is the way they changed her powers. I'm not looking forward to it.
Oh dear.
It's going to be such a CGI mess. I feel like there was a lot better way to do it. And it's just going to get rid of her fun side, in my opinion. And the only redeeming quality of Miss Marvel is just she's fun. Yeah. And they're going to be missing that, so whatever.
Okay. I do have this small expectation that we might get a first look at young Avengers, maybe.
I definitely think there'll be hints at it. I don't know if we'll get our first look at it in this season.
Yeah. It just might be interesting to... It would be kind of interesting to see that in that.
I think it was one of the last trailers I saw, there was definitely hints at Madam Hydra and her little organization she's putting together. Ooh. I'm not sure who the main villain's going to be, but I think this could be the first thing where she is the main villain.
Really? So,
and that would be...
Do you think we might see people from previous shows?
In the last couple episodes, I could see that.
Okay. So you have a suspicion that at least Hydra will be the enemy?
I hope so. I'm trying to remember. There's been so many just little clips and stuff. I think it'll be government Hydra, something along those lines.
Okay.
Someone trying to stop.
That would be kind of nice because I would like to see what Hydra is doing after the effects of Captain America, Winter Soldier. Are they just out there having their own base and stuff, or what are they doing?
Right.
Other than that, I don't think there's really anything else.
Yep.
In my opinion.
So, we will go watch this and come back with a little reaction to Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I have quite a bit of upcoming news for upcoming Marvel things. So.
All right.
So we just watched Miss Marvel. Thoughts?
Probably the worst few minutes of my life.
Whoa,
No.
that's a little bit drastic, but explain it. Why? Why was it so bad?
Well, first off, I don't know if I really understand the relationship between her parents.
It was so confusing.
Yeah.
At first, I thought her father was her grandfather and her brother was her father.
I know, same here. That's what I thought.
And then it was like, no, and then their whole family dynamic was just so wonky. And it was like, I get that they're trying to like show this Pakistani like immigrants in America. Oh, I've met Pakistani immigrants, and I haven't met any that their family dynamic was so off with like the mother being all like strict, but apparently her mother, it was like she is strict because her mother was a dreamer, and her mother made her be strict because she was trying to be the opposite of her mother or something.
I don't know. I completely lost that.
If I don't know, it just. In my opinion, it made no sense. It was so confusing, and the father was just like, "What?" Like, he has no character whatsoever.
Exactly. I didn't understand him at all. What really confused me is when at the beginning of the episode, or close to the beginning, when she is taking the driving test, and the parents are like talking to the driving instructor and getting mad at him for
that was
it.
So dumb.
And then we just go in, and then they're like not with her at all.
Also, why they're like just like driving this car, where the other car had to get towed, but there's no damage on it.
yeah.
What the heck?
What?
Other than that, what were your thoughts on like other aspects of it? Was there anything you liked? Was there anything you didn't hate?
Okay, I'll say I actually kind of liked, not saying I did like it, or I thought it was kind of interesting the way they were trying to go with her powers.
Okay. I do not understand her powers at all.
I still don't understand it. I thought it was interesting with how they looked. I did not. I thought it was interesting. Go ahead. You make this really difficult.
Just because I might disagree.
No, I liked what they tried to do.
Uh-huh.
I didn't like the final product.
I can see that. Okay.
But it was just, at the beginning, I didn't understand her powers at all. And also with her trying to get up to the house, she can step on.
So what they're trying to do with her powers is like have her powers, but have them look this other way, which is fine. I don't care, but man, they look bad. It was like, when like she first puts on the nega bands, I'm guessing they're gonna be, and the energy like goes around her, and it like that shot. So ugly.
It was really ugly.
And then like the way her powers, it was okay, but I don't really get them, and like what. Yeah, especially when she was getting on the roof, because it's like, what made that appear? Because it's not like, it seemed that like whatever she wanted to do would do, but like she wasn't wanting to step on something there. She was trying
to get up there. Like, I don't know if her powers like make it so she can actually do what she wanted to do. I don't know. No, it's weird.
And then, what do you think of the world?
Okay, I guess. I mean, it wasn't really anything too like important that I was interested in.
I get what they were trying to do. they have a lot of shots of like showing New Jersey with New York in the background, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're, trying to show like it's this, little forgotten, smaller. It's run down. It's like, a hero coming from nothing, right? But it's so the world is so the whole show is so
just say it.
I'm trying to think of the word bipolar. Like it doesn't have a specific direction.
Yeah.
And it made it so things were really hard to understand what was going on. But like when it came to the world, it was like, so this like you could get that that's what they're going for, but like it didn't show it through the story. It was like just shots. When I'm like there's a shot of New Jersey with New York in the background, like I said, but nothing in the story tells you that or reinforces that. It's just like, we're going to keep showing you the shot to prove that, but we're not going to explain it in our story. And that's just meh. And then...
No, continue. I'll say it later.
And then I felt like it was kind of the same way with all the side characters. Is like, all right, this is going to be like, teen in high school. Oh, this is the people who, treat her this way, blah, blah, blah. She's in... But like they don't actually like show that in the story, right? Like it's like they tell it it's like in your face, but like nothing reinforces it,
Exactly. This is just a small detail I really want to talk about. Ant-Man's head.
Yeah. It is very round and rolled very well, yes.
No, it didn't. Like what? I'm so confused about that.
That's a very, very, very spherical object, couldn't you tell? Perfectly round.
And yet, how did it roll when it fell into something?
Into water? You know how water works.
It didn't look like it broke the thing, did it?
I don't know.
Like, that whole scene was just a mess.
Yeah, that scene was very much a mess.
It was... And do you know... if she does get her power, does she first use her powers at an Avenger Con? Really?
Yeah, you played the Avengers video game.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I knew that. Just seeing if you knew that.
Visually, what were your thoughts of like their storytelling with the visuals and like things in the backgrounds showing what they were thinking?
I've seen it before.
Okay.
I don't like that type of storytelling.
I mean, it was the one thing I'd said I thought I'd like, and I did enjoy it. Like, I've seen it before, seen it better, but I enjoyed it. And I think I actually do like the main character of Kamala. Like, what they're going for, at least. I feel like they're kind of falling short right now of, like, who she is, but I mean, there's a lot of character development go, but they definitely are developing her. Not doing a terrible job.
Trying to develop her.
Yeah. And Bruno, kind of like the same way. I feel like they are trying, though his character kind of doesn't make sense right now.
Probably because we don't talk about Bruno.
Sorry. But, yeah. And I just feel like that like style of
I think he's going to be the one to like
characters.
Give her. He's going to be the computer guy as
he's going to be the guy in the chair. Yeah,
he's going to be the guy in the chair.
And I think he'll like create her final suit that she's going to have or whatever. Yeah, there's a lot of characters that seem like they're just there to
like the father.
Yeah, just there to like push very specific parts of the plot, even though they like have a big role in her life, and it's just like not great character. But I do think her character development isn't terrible.
I'm not the biggest fan of her right now. I just don't. I'm not the biggest fan of her character development right now. Maybe something will change in the later episodes. I don't know, but right now, I just was not a fan.
And then finally, I think last thing I want to talk about this episode is something I'd mentioned a couple episodes ago when I saw a trailer, and I mentioned, the whole thing of her being obsessed with Captain Marvel. And they tried to explain why Captain Marvel is, and like what happened with the Avengers is known to everybody in this whole like Ant-Man's Big Talks Little Man or whatever it was called, his podcast. interviews, whatever he called them. Also, the first like 3 minutes when she's like doing her little explanation,
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
You enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, it just felt very much like what her character from the comics would have done to me. Anyways, they tried to explain it, but like at the same time, I don't know. It's like she doesn't really like Ant-Man, right? But like what he tells her causes her to fall in love with Captain Marvel. That just does. There's like a
Yeah.
like that whole concept just doesn't really make sense, and like the whole obsession with the Avengers, I get, but like the obsession with specific Avengers that we don't see all coming from like stories, just kind of confusing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm okay with it right now. But if it like they keep trying to do this, like I said, I'm scared of where that will lead us.
Yeah.
But that's all I got to say. Anything else?
No, nothing else for me. Like, I really don't want to be talking about this anymore.
Okay, wow. Yeah, I think you disliked it more than I did.
Yeah.
I did not like it much. All right. But I guess we will move on to Obi-Wan Kenobi, episodes 3 and 4.
2 and 3. No,
3
sorry,
and
3 and 4. 3 and 4. You're right. And yeah, and I do apologize for not putting on an episode for episode 3, but now we're talking about it. So,
All right. Episodes 3 and 4. Thoughts? Thoughts?
I don't like it. I don't like almost anything about the Obi-Wan Kenobi show anymore.
Okay.
I don't like the Inquisitors. I don't like... I guess, okay, let me rephrase that. Actually, no, let me change it here.
Okay.
I actually liked Darth Vader.
Okay.
After that, Darth Vader fighting Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, why? I liked the whole fight scene between the two. Like, that was kind of interesting. I liked Darth Vader being like, hey, I'll make you feel the pain I felt, basically.
Yep.
That was fine, but there were so many mistakes in this, in episode 3. Like, the tunnel.
Yep.
The tunnel was the biggest one for me. And how she goes to save Obi-Wan, and the Inquisitor was there. We get no signs of other pathways through this. And so she somehow gets out of there, and the Inquisitor goes in, but somehow beats Leia. Like, what?
Well, do we see the Inquisitor go into the tunnel?
Yeah.
Or just stand at the entrance?
No, she goes into the tunnel.
Interesting. I mean, I think it is explained in a way, like there's no yes, you don't see other like pathways and stuff, but it can be a tunnel network. And
if they just maybe showed one tunnel, then I would have been happy. I would have been fine.
And why? I'm not sure exactly why. I don't like her getting out of the tunnel. I don't remember her name, but her going to help Obi-Wan.
Yes.
Doesn't make any sense because she has no idea where Obi-Wan is.
Yeah, exactly.
And how to get there. So even if there was like another way out or more way out, she wouldn't know which ones to take to get there. And she like shows up there at the exact right time. And I guess the droid could have told her because the droid happened to be there.
Yeah, maybe. And the droid did leave
like
the building.
There are explanations, but it's like you have to go jump it through hoops to get to them.
Yeah, exactly.
And then with the Inquisitor, you could say like, she uses the Force to find a way out.
And if there was a faster path, why didn't we take that path?
But like they're taking a path to stay hidden, right? That's why they're taking the tunnel. So the tunnel doesn't. Yes, it should. Like its job is to get them there. That's how they smuggle people out. So it should be a relatively quick path, but there might be a quicker path on the surface because
But she went into the tunnel.
I understand, but she could have taken another tunnel to get to the surface. Then just like I'll run over there.
She went into a tunnel that was only a one-way tunnel.
We don't know that. That's what I'm saying. But yes, it does not make any sense. It's very convoluted and like just really bad storytelling.
Mm-hmm. I will say, I know I said I did not want Obi-Wan and Darth Vader to fight, and it happened. I still don't like it, but it wasn't that bad. Like it actually looked pretty good, even though like that whole fight. I feel like what did you say? That the whole episode was gonna.
Well, I think the whole it seems that this whole season, this whole show is literally just there to have Obi-Wan and Darth Vader have a fight.
Yeah,
it's which I agree with you is completely unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
So staying on episode 3, I just have a few things to say. There's a lot of things in the episode that I like, but it in my opinion, the fight so unnecessary. I like the struggle Obi-Wan has to go through, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel they're so limited in how far he can go because of where he starts in episode 4, right?
Yeah.
In episode 4, it's not like he's completely over everything, you know, especially because he seemingly finds out about Darth Vader in episode 4, right?
Yeah.
Which I'm okay with. It's not overt enough in episode 4 where I think that this would ruin that. But the him growing as a character, but only growing up until this one point, there's a very fine line they're walking.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it is possible, especially because Obi-Wan is a very stoic character. That's going through a lot, but I definitely think it is possible for him to grow in some ways and not others. But
okay,
and I like that thing, that story they're telling. But yes, I feel it's unnecessary, and I feel that everything else is such a jumbled mess.
It is
that they're literally setting themselves up for failure. You can't tell. It's so hard. I'm not saying you can't, but that you have a story where Obi-Wan is having to move past the past, and he's dealing with Darth Vader, right? You can't at the same time try to have this story where this Inquisitor is hunting him.
Yeah, exactly.
And but they're not Darth Vader and the Inquisitor, but then the Inquisitor, and this makes no sense. We're getting into episode 4 here.
Yeah.
But the Inquisitor for 3 episodes, and even in episode 4, says multiple times, possibly I could think of at least 4 times, Obi-Wan is all that matters.
Yeah.
And she spends over half the episode 4 trying to find the rebellion.
Yeah, exactly.
It has nothing to do with Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
And
maybe she's
interrogating a little girl.
That made no sense. Oh my goodness. And you know what? Man, her interrogating Leia was just horrible. I'm sorry. That was bad. She first tries to use Force on her or something, and then she goes to, "Oh, we're on the same side. Don't worry." It was pretty sure you just told her.
Well, I think what they were going for, which I didn't have big problem with that, was the bad cop, good cop thing. It doesn't make sense when you're the same person.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Leia didn't know what she was doing.
Yeah,
she just thought she was trying to get information. And so it kind of works, but it was done so badly. And Leia's character, it just makes no sense.
Yeah,
for her to be interrogating this little girl. I think they did a fine job with Leia where she's just I'm not going to tell you, because she is just a kid.
Yeah.
But the fact that she's interrogating her, expecting her to know any of this.
Yeah.
Especially when they went and kidnapped her, which caused her to end up in this underground.
Yeah.
And now she's interrogating her about the underground.
Yeah.
It's she came from the Organas.
Yeah.
You guys brought her. I don't know. It literally, and I don't know why that scene even nothing happened in that interrogation.
Yeah, we got
they got a tracker on the droid. Apparently,
That was the only.
that's the only thing that came out of it. It was like, what? Like you couldn't think of any other way to get this tracker on the droid. Instead, you had to like have this ridiculous interrogation. Like literally, they could have just had her sitting in a cell. Okay, so when she walked, she's like, I'm. What did she say? Oh, she comes in, and Leia's like, he's coming for me. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, the Inquisitor could have said, and I literally thought they were going to say this. They could have said, "I hope so," or "That's the plan," or something like that, and then had her just like locked up as bait, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you could have everything else go exactly the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And we could have focused a little bit more on like the plan and the stealth and the spy aspect of it, and have the exact same outcome where they get away in the same fashion with this droid with this tracker on it. But instead, we had to have these ridiculous scenes with Leia being interrogated that literally were pointless.
Yeah, they were pointless.
Except to show how stupid the Inquisitors are.
Yeah, they're like, oh my goodness. Oh my! And I still hate that one Inquisitor.
I'm starting to like him a little bit.
I don't like him. See,
he's just fed up with the third sister. Like,
true,
it's hilarious.
Here's the thing, though. I'm just gonna Sith. I've always been the fact that they would do stuff without letting their master know. Just like try and do it, so they can maybe in some way surpass them. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it would have been much better if the Inquisitors were focused on Obi-Wan Kenobi and didn't tell Darth Vader because they just wanted
But they're not Sith.
I know, but it just would have been so much better.
Okay. I mean, I understand what you're going for there, and I want to disagree, but yeah, it's just like not the Inquisitors that they started telling. So
Also, I just want to where were the other Inquisitors the entire time?
I'm not sure where the other one, especially because wasn't this the base?
Yeah,
and there's 3 of them apparently.
There's only 3 of them right now that we know of.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah, just and then like the whole water scene.
Yeah, I mean
that one guy just trying to stick his gun through shooting Obi-Wan Kenobi.
When it comes to what's some faces stormtroopers, I don't care. Like, they can make them that stupid. I did enjoy the scene, almost all the scenes with Obi-Wan sneaking through the place. Going back though to the end of episode 3, I want to talk a little bit more about the lightsaber battle.
No, yeah,
because we haven't talked about visuals much in this show, and I haven't loved the visuals so far. I've liked how clean everything. Not like the world doesn't look clean, but like,
well, of course,
the way it's shot just looks very high quality.
Yeah.
Like they're putting good money into it, which kind of makes me annoyed that so much of it's bad.
Yeah.
But that lightsaber battle, I would like to get your thoughts on this, because in my opinion, it looks nothing like any lightsaber battle we've ever seen. Like the way the Force was used, the way the lightsabers were used.
That's true.
The style of fight.
I can agree with that. I would say kind of one of the main reasons why it looks so different is because of Obi-Wan.
What do you? Okay.
Because it's been 10 years. He hasn't used his lightsaber in so long.
Yeah. I guess that.
So like,
but I'm saying more like the whole fight as a whole, like the way they wield lightsabers, the way they, the way they move. Like, there's no, like, the Force was only used to like lift him up and like choke him, like,
and to knock a couple things down.
Right. Well, to knock one thing down, to light it on, create fire. Like, apparently that was there. I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's a mining planet. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But like, anyways,
Or at least a farming planet that had stuff that could be. No, yeah, it's a mining planet.
right, and apparently had this flammable stuff just in these boxes, sitting out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, yeah, because they had stopped everybody to come to the city. Lock it down, baby. I don't know why I'm trying to explain this. Like, it's still stupid.
Anyways, I feel like, the Force has in other things, been used to jump around, to force push, to, block the Force, all this other ways, and just like the way they fight. And I get that, it's just the ways they fought didn't seem choreographed in any way. It almost felt like, so like, it was cool to see, like I said, the crispness, the just high quality of the video and stuff, the glow of the lightsaber. I really like the scenes when he's running away, like, and that just made so much sense for who he is. Like, he's running away from his problems, right? And that was very, very evident in the fact that he's running away from Darth Vader, right?
Yeah.
And then every time he turned in, like, the glow of the lightsaber, all that was beautiful. But the fight itself was like, I don't know.
Yeah, there is something wrong.
And like the cuts. Oh, so go ahead.
Yeah, there is something wrong with the way they fight, the way everything was done. Not everything, but the way that the fight was, I'm just going to say choreographed.
Yeah.
There is something wrong with it. I don't know if they tried to change it up because it's Hayden Christensen playing Darth Vader and it's a younger Darth Vader, or if it was just done because they didn't like do any of the choreograph because Hayden Christensen and Obi-Wan or Ian
McClellan
and
McGregor
McGregor.
Who's Ian McClellan? Oh.
Hayden Christensen and McGregor have practiced for so long on episodes 1, 2, and 3. Or at least for episode 3. And I don't know if they just decided, you don't need to do any of that.
Right. One thing I will say is I did like I said, the story that they're telling in the fight, I did like. Like who Darth Vader is in the fight. The way he portrays through his fighting style who he is.
Yeah.
Just like the unwillingness of Obi-Wan to actually fight. Episode 4 visuals, once again, I really like the look of just about everything. The prison, the costuming, the ships, all of it looked really good.
I also don't understand why Obi-Wan took so long in the catacombs or whatever they were. The tomb. The tomb. He took so long in there. I know they were like, I know it like he was seeing all the people that he knew possibly, or he
saw everyone he felt like he had not saved. It was supposed to be very visceral for him.
Yeah, but still, you have someone to save yourself. Go save them. I understand. Like, also,
it was just like his failure hitting him in the face.
Yeah. Well, anything else?
I think that's it.
All right. Shall we move into upcoming?
Sure.
All right. Well, I have not received much news on upcoming Star Wars stuff. I may need to double check a couple things, but Andor coming out at the same time. Bad Batch coming out same time. Where did I put my notes? Then we have Tales of the Jedi, Tales of the Force, Tales of the Jedi. I forget the name of this show now. Oh yeah, Ahsoka coming out in 2023. The Acolyte, which there is some news actually. There is a chance that we are going to see a somebody from the games, the Old Republic, Revan.
Okay.
We might see him in the show. Don't know. It's just rumors that I've been hearing, so might be interesting. Then we're also getting another show called Skeleton Crew.
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a younger, like 4 kids show, live action. I don't know the full details on this.
Okay.
But it's something new, so I don't know. Then we're getting, I still can't remember the name of the show.
I think it's Tales of the Jedi is what you said last time.
Yeah, Tales of the Jedi. Whatever I said last episode, that's what it is. Yeah, but I will come out with next episode. I'll have more information on all this stuff. So yeah, we'll see more information on that.
Okay. Marvel. Well, Miss Marvel came out today.
Wait, really?
We'll get another episode next week. But new stuff.
Oh yeah, anything new on?
So Love and Thunder, which is coming out in just about a month. In fact, exactly a month from today.
I have a confession to make. I saw him. I saw the bad guy.
Oh, Gore.
Yeah, Gore.
Well, the God Butcher.
He's very white.
Well, he's white and black, yeah.
Well, more white than black, but yeah.
Yes.
He's very white, and he's way more different than I thought he was going to be.
But it's not like bright white, it's like a.
He makes me think like, he makes me think like he's a ghost.
Maybe he is. There was a new trailer released.
Really?
I guess new trailer. But it wasn't like a long trailer or anything. There was a bunch of new stuff, but there were some gaps between some shots from the previous trailers filled in. There's still a couple of characters that are missing that I don't know who they're going to be.
Like Heimdall?
Heimdall's dead.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
I like maybe Beta Ray Bill. I don't know. And then we saw a little bit more of Mighty Thor. But yeah, not too much there. Something that got announced and given a release date is a TV show that I talked about, but then like stuff just stopped coming out about it. So I was like, is it even coming out this year? The show I Am Groot.
Oh.
Animated shorts is what they're going to be. Its release date got announced for August 10th. So I'll be coming out
this year.
Yeah, pretty soon, couple of months away. It'll be. I guess I don't know if it'll all be releasing at the same time or whatnot, because She-Hulk is coming out the next week on the 17th. So I don't know if they're going to be coming out at the same time, or if, like with shorts, a lot of times I'll just release them all at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, we haven't got any new news about She-Hulk. Wakanda Forever. But things just have been being confirmed that were rumors. Like we had talked about the villain, instead of like Atlantis being from an Aztec Mayan instead of from Europe or whatever, and that seems to be pretty well confirmed. Also, there's a lot of we'll talk about rumors and after, but there's a lot of rumors about that movie going around. We talked about the run times of stuff. Think that's it. Loki season 2. They've been filming. That probably will be coming out like early spring. Oh! I can't believe I forgot.
Oh dear.
Deadpool.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know we were getting Deadpool movie. The first Deadpool movie in the MCU. It's confirmed. They've talked with the writers. It sounds like it's going to be rated R still, even though it's Disney. And, yeah, there's not too much there. A lot of it's just speculation and rumors. So we'll talk maybe more about that at the after party. But,
all right.
Yeah, that's confirmed, which is exciting. I'm guessing it'll be November next year is my guess for when it will be coming. Either Fantastic Four or Deadpool will be November next year. So, I think that does it. What are we doing next week?
What are we doing?
On my little list here, it says top 5.
4.
I don't know. We can either do that, or I was thinking maybe we could delve into DC a little bit
DC.
because they have a lot of stuff coming out this
That
year.
is true.
And though I am a Marvel fan, I am also, like DC. I want to consider myself
Traitor.
a DC fan. But, yeah. And some stuff that looks pretty dang interesting. So maybe we can talk about that a little bit. We will still have 2 episodes to talk about. So, nothing that takes too long, hopefully.
All right, then that seems like what we'll be doing next
So we'll
week.
delve into probably Black Adam quite a bit since that's coming out in less than a month. No, in less than 2 months. Flash and Aquaman are also coming out this year. So,
Yeah. All right.
all right, we will see you all next week.
Don't put yourselves inside a box.